Carl here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Life, gbhbl.com for short. Album review time, as the acclaimed Swedish rockers, the Night Flight Orchestra, they're set to release their seventh studio album and Napalm Records debut, Give Us the Moon. This is out on January 31st, 2025. Take your seat, fasten your seatbelt, stow those electronics and put your tray table in the upright position. The Night Flight Orchestra are back with another album of fun AOR worship called Give Us the Moon. Do they really need an introduction? I feel like you'd have to be living under a rock to not know who this band is. But just in case you have been living under a rock, the Night Flight Orchestra play retro rock music designed for arenas, hence AOR. Not just acutely accessible, but undeniably anthemic. They are a supergroup featuring members of seriously high-profile bands such as Soilwork, Arch Enemy and Mean Streak. And although they've been around since 2007, they've really risen to prominence in the last few years. Why is that? Well, I think it's just simply their infectious rock sound, their positive outlook, their have fun attitudes that translates to the stage. A lot of the time people talk about how much fun they have with this band. It's from a live perspective. But of course, it also comes from a willingness to not take themselves too seriously. Though that shouldn't be confused with their sound and style being a joke. It's not. It's just all a bit of fun.
I believe that we're still young, shooting velvet from a gun. There will always be a time for us together.
Case in point, following an intro that has an airport announcement calling the band members to their gate, we're often rolling with the starry sound of Stratus. As the ending to this danceable effort says, sit back and relax, it's going to be a long and interesting flight. Which, it's mostly true. Shooting Velvet, like the beating of a heart, Melbourne, May I and Miraculous keep the frolic and fun front and centre. The Night Flight Orchestra reaching deep into the bag of tricks and pulling out gold-plated riffs, more hooks than you'd find at a bondage party, vocals and lyrics made for big sing-alongs, lovable choruses that wouldn't sound out of place on a theatrical stage, and an unforgettable amount of riotous soloing. It's all very enjoyable, not always immensely memorable, but the first half of the album does fly by, no pun intended, which I think is a good sign.
I saw you standing in the light, a creature of a different kind, a never-ending chase, you're always around. I can feel your heart from miles away.
Especially as the middle-ish track, Paloma, is so delightful. The synth is strong in this one. The vocals are very powerful. When it rocks up, it becomes such a harmonious anthem. Having fun? You'd have to be a right misery guts to not find at least a handful of tracks lovable. Get your ears around the prog-tinged eccentricities of Cosmic Tide, the foot-tapping title track, the silly funk-infused theatrics of A Paris Point of View, the retro-rocking Runaways, and the energetic way to spend the night. Not everything here is gold, it's quite important that, but there's also nothing to turn your nose up at either. It's just the Night Flight Orchestra doing Night Flight Orchestra things. Yet even they can step out of their comfort zone occasionally, and with the finale of Stewardess, Empress, Hot Mess and the Captain of Pain, they do exactly that, a near 8-minute showcase of excitability, dramatic catchiness and big arena rock thinking. It sounds made for the live environment. Listen, fans are going to love this and likely crow about it as loudly as ever, rightfully so too. However, I think critics won't find much to change their minds here. It is the Night Flight Orchestra and they're having fun, which is still the name of the game. I'm not the biggest fan, truth be told. I enjoyed them. Sometimes I think they're really, really good. Other times I think they're just okay. Live, I feel like it's pretty much the same as, well, I can have fun, but I'm maybe not quite in the same vibe as everybody else. But I like this album. I think there's some really good songs on it. I think overall it's not that memorable, but if you like what they do, you're going to love this. It is Give Us the Moon. It is out on January 31st, 2025 via Napalm Records. You know what to do? Listen to it and let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.